was just very much confused.
I was confused too. Cassidy educated me and said, no, honey, you're straight. Don't you look at me like a woman? I said, yeah. She's like, so where do you find the word gay? And that's when I realized, yeah, I'm not gay at all. I'm an alpha male that's attracted to femininity, and that's exactly what I got right here.
You know, this world is becoming more and more like a goddamn cartoon. It just really is. You know, it's kind of the same thing that I did in my video for the pedo normalizing, where they try to justify pedosexuality by saying that you can be attracted to a young kid without acting on it. It's like, what's the point of even pushing that? And it's almost the same thing with this, but this is more so egregious because they trying to justify, or more so normalizing, trans relationships, especially when it comes to the dynamic between the heterosexual male, or the so-called heterosexual male, and the quote-unquote trans woman, to where they can say something like, I'm attracted to femininity, therefore that doesn't make me gay. So they try to justify the attraction or the confusion or depravity from a man being attracted to a trans by saying that it's the femininity that they're attracted to. But that doesn't make sense when you act on it. That's not real femininity that they're displaying, because they're not a female. So how are you attracted to that? That's confusion. That's confusion. That's not real femininity that they're displaying. If it was real femininity, then they would have a pussy between their legs. They don't. They have a penis. Therefore, what you're doing is homosexuality. Especially if you're engaging in the physical aspect of it, which I'm sure you are. You cannot call yourself a alpha male. These people are so confused. And if you're an alpha male, calling yourself an alpha male, 9 times out of 10, you're not an alpha male. No alpha male calls himself an alpha male. They just live that. They just, define that based off of embodying the traits of what an alpha male is. They exemplify it rather than, professing it. But that's neither here nor there. This is just a vexation of spirit, because it shows you the type of agendas that they go, or the lengths that they go when it comes to them pushing these agendas. Now they try to justify it by saying it's the femininity that makes them attracted to the trans person, but why aren't you attracted to just a woman then? Like, why are you attracted to a trans? If that's the case, then get with a woman with a real vagina. So you're not fooling me with you trying to justify your wickedness by saying that it's the femininity that you're attracted to when that person still has a penis. And this is how they muddy up the waters when it comes to these definitions. Like, what is real femininity? You can't associate that with a person that's confused about what gender they are, pertaining to a man trying to be a woman. Like, there's no femininity associated with somebody like that. That's just confusion on top of confusion. They're not feminine at all. They're not feminine at all. They're just confused. They have an issue. They have a demon on them. Only real, authentic women can display femininity. You can't be a man thinking that you're a woman and say you're feminine. No, it's not. That's just not how it goes. If you are a male, that's what you are. No matter how feminine you may think you are, just when it comes to your confusion, you are not feminine because you are a male. What makes you feminine is being a female, naturally. And some of these females, they don't display feminine traits. They don't display the aspect of the femininity, but what makes you feminine is being a female. That's where it has to start. So you cannot display any feminine traits if you're a male. No matter how much they try to muddy up the waters when it comes to these definitions and what we are accustomed to understanding. And you can just tell, especially when you look closely at these segments, that they're agenda driven. Like, you can look at it and you can see the unauthenticity of it, where you can see more of the agenda as opposed to the realness of it. You can tell that these are meant to push these different type of tropes when it comes to these agendas, as far as, male and female relationships, where they take away the traditional aspects of the male and female. coming together and, bonding and whatnot, taking away the traditional aspects of the relationship, taking away the traditional aspects of the roles that come with the genders. I remember I did a segment where there was a feminine man and a masculine woman, and you could just tell that it was unauthentic. You can just tell that that was just based in agendas, to where, like I said, they just try to take away the traditional aspects of these relationships where normally we understand what comes with the roles of a man and a woman in a relationship. And even without the role aspect, they're really trying to turn everything into confusion with these things, where you can have a dude justify being attracted to a male by saying it's not it's not gay. It's more about me being attracted to the femininity. It just doesn't make sense. It's all confusion. It even started off with the person saying that he's confused. That just lets you know that this is merely just based in confusion. Doesn't make any real sense. It's anarchic. That's all it is. It's anarchy. And this person says that he was educated by the trans person, but that trans person is confused about what his gender is, what he should be. So how are you being educated by that person about attraction? Like, it doesn't make sense. This is how you know that Satan is working. Satan is working hard, because stuff like this is just, it shouldn't be. It's like, yo, what is this? What is this? But this is Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 13, where it says, if a man also lie with mankind as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. This is why I always say stuff like this. It shouldn't be. Because naturally we understand that the tenets of the scriptures goes hand in hand with what life is, what nature is, what balance is. You know what I mean? So none of this stuff, it should not be, but it's here because this is Satan's world. This is not a righteous world. So you see segments like that, it just speaks to the vibration of this world where it's just so left. Everything is just so left. There's nothing righteous about this society other than the safe haven that we dwell in. That's it.